Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. Get Rich 101. Yeah, I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights, and I am the man with the plan right now. So I am an author. Let me put the book up. Here's the book. Oh, pack your pain right there. I forgot to put up IG. You know what? I'm gonna put IG up. Let me see if I can do this quickly. This is right quick because I'm trying to get more consistent about adding them live. All right, so put this right here, and yeah, I'm gonna tap this live, and there it goes. Okay, so anyway, welcome to Get Rich 101. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I am your host. You've heard me say that before. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights. I am also the person who is fighting a stroke. Like, I don't know who else is out there fighting a stroke, but I am fighting a stroke as I do this show on a daily basis. That's why I've been doing it every day. And I've been finding something to work on every single day because, a stroke can be, what's the word? Can be, let me think of a positive word. Can be intuitive, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I mean, but it's a lighter version put on what it is. So I have survived 2 strokes, one of which was fatal, and I'm still here. I'm still here, and I'm still giving. So let's get into it. Because I got a couple things I want to talk about today. First of all, let's start with the run streak. Let me play this run streak very quickly, and I want to do that right quick. I got time to do this today because I got up early today and got my muscles going and did my run streak. So here we go. Play that right quick before I get started today. So here we go, and then we're going to talk about money. So I got up early today, got out here a little bit early, and that's all I got. I feel like I'm just now doing my New Year's Eve report, right? I feel like, I just missed it. Entirely. And I don't know if that's aphasia or what, but I don't know what's going on. I set up my show for this morning, and I was like, wow, the third? How did it get into the third? So, I don't know. I'm gonna wait as it comes. But I'm doing and giving, and I'm doing more every day. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the giving, because I got to get the giving going. So stay tuned for that. Soon comes. All right, later. All right, so cut that off. So I am just referring to the fact that I have some way. Well, I have to invent some way to make up for the benefit that I created and that Fee King really doubled down on. So for those of you that are just now tuning in, I promised that I was going to go run with the New Year's Eve folks.
New Year's Eve folks here in New York, but it was sold out, and we couldn't figure out. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I will find out a new way to invite you to give. Period. I will find a new way to invite you to give. All right. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Now, let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. So yesterday I was trying to discuss devious maids. Now, some of you may be familiar with devious maids because I saw that on YouTube it goes back like 10 years. So it's a very old show apparently. So I just found it for the first time recently. And I think it was, just over the holiday. I just happened to find devious maids. And I was trying to explain it yesterday, but here it is a little better. Here it is. There is a wife that we meet at the beginning of the show, right? And her maid has been murdered, for the sake of a better word, has been murdered at the beginning of the show. Now, this is comedy now. This is comedy, just not, it's not slash and burn. This is comedy. Right? So her maid has been murdered, and then we see her, the woman, freaking out, not because her maid got killed, but because who's going to be clean up this mess, which is kind of funny, right? But she's like, who's going to clean up this mess? Who's going to clean up this mess, right? And so this is the first thing. This is the first thing. So this is what caught me, because we're seeing a person act as if she's never had to clean anything before. Right? Like, basically, she's behaving as if she's never cleaned anything before. And that's interesting because that's a lie. That's a lie. Because I forget the exact percentage points, but it's like 90%. 90% at least of rich people are former regular people. Regular people are rich people. Regular people become rich people. So it's very, very, very rare that someone inherits their wealth. It doesn't happen like that. Not usually. Not usually. More often than not, it's because that person, one person of somebody's family, decides they're going to be wealthy, and then they change it and turn it around, right? So imagine if you suddenly become rich. You suddenly become rich. Like, you would feel some kind of way about your maid getting killed, right? And you wouldn't be freaking out about who's going to clean it up. Who's going to clean this up? You wouldn't have that reaction. You wouldn't have that reaction. And so that's the first thing that caught me. It's like, okay, what else are they going to lie about? What else are they going to lie about? Because what they're implying is that people are wealthy ongoing, that people are just born into wealth, and they just born into wealth and just pick it up and it's just carried on. And that's not, I've already explained that that's not how it typically works. It takes you, person out there, you deciding to change your fate, and you deciding to change your finances, right? And so that's an important part. Now, I was also talking about the same character asking her husband how much they had made it, what was their net worth? What's our current net worth? What's our current net worth? Right? But she was asking her husband what their current net worth is, and he starts listening to it. So, well, we got stocks, we got bonds, we got a jet, we got all these things, right? And she is impressed by the overall number, just the number, not individually stocks, not individually the jet, not individually anything, just overall. Again, I feel like that's a lie. That's a lie because we've already established that you have to work. You have worked your way to becoming a millionaire, right? and now you just don't care about what stocks you own. Like, that's not true, because we've talked about stocks here, and we need to know that your stocks, your stock base, what you own in stocks, tremendously sets out who you will be, what your stocks are will be, what your stocks are. Your stocks will determine where you're going. There we go. Your stocks will determine where you're going. And so knowing which stocks you're invested in is important. That's important. You don't just like, oh, this, you just X amount in stocks. You need to know what your stocks are, right? And also, well, let's put it this way. As a wife of a wealthy person, let's put it this way, the way they presented it to us. You've got a wealthy person who is married to, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I think I phrased that wrong. A woman who is married to this wealthy man, right? And he is responsible for all their things instead of in terms of net worth, right? Well, she's got to learn. She can do it two ways. She can learn about what there is, or she can be completely aloof, right? And if she's aloof, then even still, you got to know something about. You can't just come and go. You can't just like la 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 la. I'm going to the pool. Like, you can't live that like that. You've got to understand at least some of what's going on in terms of stocks, at least stocks, because I hope you understand me when I'm saying. I'm saying that this show, Devious Maze, and other shows like it, have perpetuated the myth. They have perpetuated the myth that rich people are born rich. That rich people are born rich, and that women don't really care so much about what's going on financially, but they want to know the overall number. That's not true. That's not true. Because what we're learning about money here, what I've learned about money, is that you need to know what's going on with your money. You need to know what's going on with your money, right? Like, 401k is not enough information. That's not enough information. I had a 401k. I set it aside. I set it up so that it was investing the most aggressive thing. One of those check boxes. I checked the box and let it go. Like I think it was the highest degree or of difficulty or whatever, and I just let it go. But that wasn't enough information. That was not enough information. Like, just a check box. Like, give me all the points, all the stock points that are given to stocks. Hope that was clear. Let me try it again. The checkbox in the place of the 401k will give you like a medium skill grade, or a medium skill, or a intense skill, or what have you. So you're going to choose from one of those. But then after that, it's up to them. It's really up to them where the money goes within the stock market. And so, like, you don't get enough information that way. You don't get enough information. Like, I know now, having had a 401k and having invested by myself into stock funds, that it is entirely different. Is entirely different. You've got to know your stocks. You've got to know whether or not you have a 401k. It's important that you know what you're investing in, and if you know what you're investing in, you're liable to take away your 401k altogether. and start saying, okay, I want this stock in this place, I want this stock in this place, and doing that by habit, by habit. All right, because that is, yeah, that's yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all. You need to know where your money is. You need to know where your money is, and like know where your money is, not just here's my money. I got X amount in savings. I got X amount in checking. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about investment. I'm talking about investment money. You need to know where your investment money is. You can't just give it all to 401k. No, not if you're trying to be wealthy. You can't just give it all to 401k or anything like that. You've got to give your attention to the stock market. Well, stock market for this show. For this show, we're talking about the stock market and we're talking about Forex. Those are things we're talking about, but those are not the only things available. There are other things that are available that you can do, you can study, but I'm talking about two things. I'm talking about Forex and stock market. And those two things are enough, but you got to study them. You got to study them, or at least listen to me just a little bit, and then go out and do your own research. Do your own research. So I wanted to say that I just wanted to recount that Devious Maids. See, I see myself watching Devious Maids before I got into all this money stuff. I can see myself watching this show before, and I'll just be like, oh, what's happening next? Eat my popcorn. Oh, what's happening? Without any recollection, without any knowledge of the difference. But now I see the difference. I see the difference, and I see how when you just watch a show like Devious Maids, you get caught up in that same myth, like letting you believe that rich people are other in a way. They're not you. They're other people. But it's you. It's you. Like, you are the person that decides, I want to change for my life. I want to change my life. And you're the one that goes out and changes things. And your reactions are your reactions. They're not going to be like, oh, woe is me, the maid, who's going to clean up the mess? Like, come on now. You've cleaned up a mess before. Because you're you. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get that clear. I know I tried to discuss it yesterday, but I wasn't clear. But I wanted to discuss this today because this is important. Because everything around us teaches us the wrong information. Like, think about that. Like, all these shows are designed to give us the wrong information. That's important, because then you can start to subtract from things. Watch Devious Maids and enjoy the show, but still be on the lookout for those things where they take away your willingness to disbelieve. You've got to step to it with this disbelief. All right. Okay. Here's Speed King saying, I love Devious Maids. Yeah, I know. It's a great show, but you got to be careful of what it's saying. Because it's just giving us this information about without letting us sense that it's false. That's the best I can put it. It's false. So let me see what else people are saying. All right. Let's see what Linda's saying. Okay. I'm old enough that when I graduated from college, I wasn't allowed by U.S. law to buy my own car. Oh, wow. You weren't allowed to buy your own car? Wow. All right. I had a good job, but I had to have a man sign for me. What? Since that experience, learning about managing money has been very important. It's been very important to you. Yes. Yes, Linda, thank you. So there's all these different ways that the system will hide the truth from you. And it's always constantly, and you just accept it. You just accept it. But what you've got to do is just have that hang there, have that question mark, have the question mark. Be like, I don't know about that. And just have that bear fruit. Well, bear fruit. Bear fruit. Have a bear fruit to you because if you want to be rich, if you want to be wealthy, you need to watch this show. You need to watch this show, and you need to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I subscribe to all the same stuff. I subscribe to all the same stuff, and now I'm finally like, wait a minute now. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, because it's the wrong information. It's wrong information. So, all right. So that's enough about Devious Maids. I may need to come and talk about it some more. I finished season 1, and I think that's all I'm going to watch. I think I'm going to rewatch season 1 so I can pull out some more of these situations that are just like, come on, because there's such fully encircled myths that I used to imbibe myself. Right. All right. Okay, let me see what else I got in the comments. Oh, yeah. V King is saying, I'm now watching with new eyes. Yes. Yes, and I'm so glad I found this show in this period of my life. Not that I found the show previously, and also now that I'm finding the show now, and I can spot the things. Like, hey, that's not right. That's not right. I can spot them. All right. So anyway, I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, wait. Fee King is saying to Linda, wow, Linda, you are why the oven just movement needed to happening. Okay. So she's giving you props, Linda. She's giving you props. Fee King is giving you props. Okay. So that's it, I think. So I clearly have more to say about Devious Maids. I got so much to say about Devious Maids. Because I was like, this is how I was watching the show like this. What? So that's how I was watching the show. So I'm going to bring some of that out. All right. So that said, let me talk about some other things that I wanted to talk about. So my producer, Fee King, gave me some things that I want that I should want to talk about. First of all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I don't know how I missed that. Happy New Year. I'm telling you, it does not feel like a holiday has passed for me. It doesn't feel like it's happened. It just feels like a regular day. So I'm having trouble like getting into the spirit. So people are saying Happy New Year to me. I'm saying Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right. So let me check my notes here. Oh, yes. So Cornell yesterday. V King's here. So she was asking me how long it would be. And so I texted them. Well, I asked the people at Cornell how long I would be. And they said I was going to get off at 5 p.m. I was like, 5 p.m.? I was in there at 1. And that was like 5. I was like, whoa. Well, let's go. Let's get it going. And I was thinking that I would get it done quickly. I got out there at 4:40, like seriously about the same. So that was really a long day, first of all. Second of all, I made this note to them. I said to them, and also to me, that I need to have a therapist right after my sessions with Cornell, because they invite all these questions. They get deep and they want to know. And that's great. But it churns up all these emotions. And I need someone to unpack that stuff with. And so that's my reminder that I need to make a call about the therapist. I need to make that call because there's so much. It's so much. To be honest with you, with what's going on in terms of me and the stroke and everything's happening because of the stroke. Like you don't know, like you have no idea unless you have been through something similar. You have no idea. You have no idea how many things can can be at play. So that said, enough about that. They waited until the last person came in last night, and that person was like, "Okay, so thanks for everything." And I was like, "Thanks for everything? Is this the last session?" And she was like, "Yes." I was like, "What? This is the last session?" So final session was yesterday. Now today I'm going there for MRI, which is an hour long MRI. Now I don't know if you have had an MRI before, but usually it's like 20 minutes or half hour, something short. This one is an hour, so I got to get my mind right. I got to get my mind ready because an hour is a little bit strong. It's a little bit strong. But anyway, they're giving me an hour-long MRI to compare the differences between how it was at the beginning and how it was at the end. And let me just say that I have great, great feelings of gratitude to Cornell because I have been able to do things. Now I'm not capable of doing everything. Like I still need help. I still need more help than I would normally. But I've been able to do some things based on my training from Cornell. And that's important because I thought I was just playing a game. I just thought I was playing a game. Yes, I was playing a game, but out of the game, I found some other, well, I found some. Yeah, I found some, but it was given to me other ways to practice, other ways to disassemble information. And so I've been able to, I'll give you one quick one. So what I can do is I can focus on something that I have to do for a brief period of time, like, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I can focus on something for 5 minutes, and then I have to take a break. Then I have to like look up and look at YouTube or something funny. And then I can come back in. And so this is important because I was trying to do things the way I used to do them. Take me like a half hour to do something, right? And I couldn't do it. I still can't do it for more than 5-10 minutes, right? So what I've discovered through using the game is that I can focus for a much shorter period of time. So my attention span used to be like this. Now it's like this, but I can use it like this. Then I can take a break, and then this, take a break, and then this, take a break, and then this, and therefore I can get through my whatever it is that I need to get done. So that's important to me because there have been things that have been laying around here, just been staring at me, just sitting there. But now I'm able to, when I'm able to remember this, I'm able to kind of banter with myself, if you will, kind of banter with myself about, well, yeah, I just explained it, just that shorter time span and then taking a break, shorter time span and then taking a break. So it takes me longer to do something than it would typically take me, but I'm learning how to do stuff without asking for as much help. So thank you to Cornell. Thank you so much to Cornell. So apparently we're going to do the MRI today, and we're going to do a follow-up visit in about 6 weeks. And so, yeah, hopefully I was a good candidate, and hopefully I got something for them, but I definitely got something for me. So thanks. All right. So, wow. What? 10? Oh, man. I used up my time already. All right. So anyway, let me see what Reverend Mel is saying. and that'll be the last thing I do. Doing your show is great practice to extend your time span because your show is 30 minutes. Yes. Yes, you remember when I started this show and I couldn't even remember my train of thought? I would start something and I would forget my train of thought. So yes. This show. Thank you to New Thought Media Network. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And also, I need to shift my seating space because it's been funny trying to get this on to balance this. So I need to shift my seating space back to what it was. All right. So, well, I'll announce the seminar later. But don't you believe it? The seminar that I'm about to do, just wait till I announce it tomorrow. All right. Remember that now is better than perfect. I'll see you tomorrow.